The alien vessel drifted in the cold void, its scanners pulsing as they bathed the human warship in waves of probing energy. The crew of the Vrothian scout ship had been monitoring the humans for decades, watching their chaotic wars, their reckless expansion, their stubborn refusal to submit to the galactic order. They had seen the primitive weapons humans once wielded: ballistic projectiles, crude energy beams, and nuclear warheads that barely scratched the surface of what true galactic powers could command. They had always dismissed humanity as a savage species, too emotional and too impulsive to ever become a real threat. But as their scanners returned data from the human warship before them, terror gripped the Vrothian crew. "Hi, Captain," one of the bridge officers choked, his crest of spines flattening in alarm. "You need to see this." High Captain Zalvorth stepped forward, his yellow eyes narrowing as he examined the results. What he saw sent a chill through his bones. The human ship, designation Indomitable, was unlike anything they had encountered before. It wasn't just a vessel, it was a fortress, a weaponized monstrosity that defied every known principle of war. Its hull wasn't made of standard metals, but a composite layered with exotic materials designed to absorb and dissipate energy attacks. The armor was thick, absurdly so, suggesting the humans had built it to withstand a siege of unimaginable proportions. And the weapons. Zalvorth's throat tightened as he read through the analysis. The Indomitable bristled with a terrifying array of weaponry: railguns capable of firing projectiles at relativistic speeds, plasma lances that could shear through the strongest warship hulls in seconds. And then there were the missiles, thousands of them, each equipped with warheads that didn't merely explode, but warped space itself, collapsing shields and armor as if they were paper. But that wasn't the worst part. No, the true horror was in the ship's secondary systems. The humans had created weapons that weren't just meant to destroy ships, but to hunt the crews inside them. Boarding drones outfitted with monomolecular blades and viral hacking protocols. Nanite swarms designed to dissolve flesh and metal alike. And worst of all, something called the exotroopers, cybernetic monstrosities engineered from fallen human soldiers, their bodies augmented with enough firepower to level entire cities. The Vrothian officer turned, his skin pale. This isn't a warship, High Captain. It's a nightmare given form." Zalvorth couldn't look away. The humans had always fought like cornered beasts, using whatever means necessary to survive. They had no limits, no restraint. And now, they had built a war machine that reflected that monstrous nature in full. A sickening realization hit him. The Galactic Union had long debated whether to bring humanity into the fold or eradicate them before they became a true problem. Many had dismissed them as unworthy of attention. That was a mistake. The humans had been preparing for war, and now they were ready. Zalvorth swallowed hard and issued a single command to his crew. "Cut the scanners, power down all weapons, send a message to the home world." "What should we say?" the officer asked. Zalvorth exhaled shakily. "Tell them, we must never provoke the humans." Silence fell over the bridge of the Vrothian scout ship as High Captain Zalvorth stared at the monstrosity before them. The Indomitable hung in the void, utterly still, as if it were waiting, watching. His crew obeyed his command without question, shutting down their weapons and ceasing all scans. But it was too late. The human warship had noticed them. A ripple of energy shimmered across its hull, and before Zalvorth could react, a transmission cut through their comms. The voice that spoke was cold, mechanical, yet unmistakably human. "Unidentified vessel. You have been scanning a Terran warship. State your purpose immediately." The bridge crew tensed. Vrothian ships were equipped with stealth fields designed to mask their presence. No species had ever detected them before. But the humans had. And they weren't pleased. Zalvorth's mind raced. If they responded incorrectly, this ship, this thing, would obliterate them in an instant. He had no doubt about that now. He took a deep breath, forcing his spines to lie flat, and motioned to his communications officer. "Open a channel. Do not, under any circumstances, show hostility." A click echoed as the channel opened and Zalvorth spoke. "This is High Captain Zalvorth of the Vrothian Exploration Fleet. We mean no harm. We were merely observing." A long pause. Then the voice returned. "Observing, huh?" The tone was laced with something unfamiliar. Mockery. "Let me guess. You thought we wouldn't notice? Thought your fancy cloaking tech made you invisible?" Zalvorth felt a pit form in his stomach. The humans had seen right through them. "That was not our intention," he lied smoothly. "We have been monitoring many civilizations across the sector. Yours is simply of interest to us." Another silence. Then something changed on their sensors. The Indomitable was powering up. Its engines flared with unnatural intensity, its weapons systems cycling through readiness checks. A targeting system locked onto their vessel. Not one, but dozens. The Vrothian ship was suddenly bathed in overlapping firing solutions, each one predicting their every possible movement. If the humans decided to fire, there would be no escape. Then the voice returned. "I suggest you pick another civilization to spy on." A warning. But beneath it, an unspoken threat. Zalvorth clenched his jaw. He had underestimated the humans. The entire Galactic Union had. These creatures weren't just another fledgling race climbing the ladder of progress.